On behalf of Momentum for Mental Health Services, I would like to welcome everybody to this special and important day. We're going to have a great time together, and I'm going to begin just by saying a few very, very important thank yous and recognitions, and then we'll move on into our program. We have some sponsors that helped make this event happen, and that would be NetSmart, Cindy and Tony Zuccarino, the Stevens Group, and Pinnacle, a property management company that works with us. So please join me in thanking those sponsors for this event. I would also like to thank the Shining Stars committee members, Momentum board members who supported this event 100%, Momentum's advisory board, the many, many volunteers that you'll see who welcomed you here and helped you sign in, and you'll see them throughout the day helping this event be a success. And we also have some individuals who I'd like to mention as well. We have from Jim Bell's office, Sunshine Borelli. We have Jeremy Fogel, a founder of Silicon Valley Law Foundation. Bruce Copley from the Mental Health Department. Nancy Pena, Mental Health Department. Florence Keller, excuse me. No, we don't want to do that. Thank you, Kathleen. I can count on you. Kathy Forward with NAMI. John Mitchum with NAMI. Novice Statman with NAMI. And for the first time this year, I've been derelict in this duty in other years. I'd like to thank my wife, Tessa Moore. And last but not least, we have a special member of the Momentum community who is here today as our guest at the table of honor. And she's done a lot to make Momentum what it is over the years. So please join me in thanking Kathleen Egan, who's retiring. This is her last day. She's our Director of Quality Improvement, so she might be walking around improving your tables during the course of this event. So please welcome her if she shows up. This event is to celebrate people and organizations that are very important to Momentum and to mental health in general. As a provider, of course, we care about helping individuals with their issues and their problems. But we also recognize as a provider that we need partners. And today is to honor and recognize some very important partners that help us perform our mission. We could not do the work we do if there wasn't advocacy, if there weren't families, and if the voice of consumers were not at the table. And our three awardee groups today recognize all those important components that are really part of providing effective and successful mental health treatment. We recognize that stigma is the root of a lot of problems for people that have serious mental illness, and we're committed to removing stigma from our society, and we believe that people that have serious mental illness need the same kinds of opportunities that other people have for jobs, for housing, employment, friendships. And our partners today that we are honoring are instrumental in helping us accomplish those tasks. It's very important to celebrate and recognize people that are contributing in the ways that people are contributing that we're recognizing today. We also have a table here today of employers. I mentioned employment as about being very important. And I appreciate the people that have come to help us celebrate today who are also providing jobs for our clients. Now, I would like to take a moment, and I'm only going to take a moment because we've got a very packed schedule, to introduce our MC. If I tried to list all of her contributions and accomplishments, I would use up all of our program time today. LaDoris Cordell is a Renaissance woman. She is an advocate, she's a public servant, she's an artist, she's a musician, she's an incredible MC, as you will see today, and most recently, she's going to be helping the city of San Jose and the police department improve relations. I'm sure you've been reading about that in the newspaper. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming LaDoris Cordell.
I'm going to take this with you. Thank you, Paul, and good afternoon to everyone. Is everybody doing all right? All right, we got to keep the energy up. We have a lot of exciting things that are going to happen on this program today. And Paul, let me first thank you for your very generous introduction. Where's Paul? There. I'm especially appreciative that you were very accurate in introducing me because I get confused. I have worn so many hats over the years, and so really from litigator to administrator to agitator to adjudicator to legislator, and now I'm an auditator, and today I'm your MCator. So it's all very, very too much. But thank you, Paul, for letting me know who I am today and for being among Momentum's staunchest supporters. Paul, you mentioned that Judge Fogel, did you mention that he's here? Is Judge Fogel here? He's not here yet. Okay, I want to make sure that he is acknowledged and we all recognize him. He's a phenomenal human being. Paul Taylor, as you all know, is in his third year as Momentum's amazing CEO, and it's a position for which I just learned he has lifetime tenure. So you're not going anywhere, Paul. Thank you for leading Momentum and for inspiring us to do all that we can to assist those living with mental illness. So why is this day, May 7th? Let's hear it for Paul. So why is this day, May 7th, different from all other May 7ths? Well, let's see. On May 7th, 1429, Joan of Arc led the final charge in the siege of Orleans, which was the turning point of the 100 Years' War, which really wasn't 100 years. On May 7th, 1824, was the world premiere of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony in Vienna. On May 7th, 1847, the American Medical Association, God bless them, was founded. And on May 7th, 1992, I didn't think most people realize this, May 7th, 1992, the 27th Amendment to the Constitution was enacted. There are a total of 27 amendments to our Constitution, and that amendment in 1992, on May 7th, banned the U.S. Congress from giving itself midterm pay raises. Truly. True. So, and most importantly, May 7th, 2010, today, is the day we eat, we drink, and we celebrate Momentum by opening our hearts and our wallets. Yes? All right. Now, you cannot celebrate Momentum without recognizing this organization's awesome staff who are going to stand up right now so we can see them and applaud them. All the staff, Momentum. All the staff. And stay standing. Everybody up. Come on. Stay standing for just a moment. Now, while you're standing, we're going to start at this end of the room. And I'd like you to tell us your name, tell us what your job is, your position at Momentum, and how long. So who you are, what you do, and how long you have been there. We'll start over here, and let's shout it out, okay? We want to know because we know you're proud of what you do. Go right ahead. Thank you. Next up. Okay, keep going. Whoa, whoa. Over here, over here. Great. Welcome. Keep going.
Manager for the outpatient, inside adult outpatient, and an FSPK program. It'll be 11 years on Monday.
Great,
Richard Jennings, HR Director, 4 years.
great. Take your time. Take your time. Great. Right here. Go ahead. Wow.
Rosemary Hopkins, clinician too, I guess, at La Selva, and
20
20 years.
years, great.
And counselor.
All right.
I'm Kathleen Egan, and for 16 years I have been finding things to improve.
Thank you. Less than a year. Okay, great.
Paul Taylor, President and CEO, 35 years.
Whoa. Amazing. Okay, over here. 1 week. Fantastic. Make sure you speak up, okay? We want to hear. Right over here. Over here, excuse me, right here.
Michael Watts, Medical Director, 2 months.
Wow. 6 weeks, great. Great. Over here. Wow. Great. Great. Fantastic. Give you all a hand. This is fantastic. Thank you. Thank you all. These wonderful people serve over 3,000 residents in the county every year by partnering with the individual consumers and their families. So when you donate to Momentum, 90% of the donations go directly to providing client services that include outpatient service teams, day rehabilitation, employment services, jail diversion, crisis and transitional residential services, residential care homes, supported housing, and youth and family services. Thank you to the wonderful staff who've devoted your professional lives to those who struggle with mental illness. Thank you. My partner, Florence Keller, is a clinical psychologist, and when she's not busy healing people, she serves, that was a joke, but she serves as my explainer. So Dr. Keller, when you get to know her, she can explain anything. You name it, she can explain it. So when she doesn't know it, she just makes it up. Doesn't matter. So in preparation for this luncheon, I asked her, what's the deal with awards? I mean, why do we have them? Why do we give awards? Well, she pondered this rather deep question for a moment, and then she responded, we all know that doing good is its own reward, but it's nice to have a little something to show for it. And then she went further. She said, now you Judge Cordell. You get awards and plaques just because you were a judge. But these folks, meaning you all, they've really done something. Thank you, Florence. So, Momentum now gives awards at this time to 3 members of our community for their demonstrated commitment to helping those who struggle with mental illness because they've really done something. But first, I would be remiss in not mentioning yet another accomplishment of one of my favorite Momentum staffers, Judy De Bernardi. So, Judy De Bernardi, she's full of energy, she's full of commitment, and well, she's just full of it. So, last year at this event, Ms. De Bernardi was profiled in Momentum's newsletter. Well, this year she's gone one better and gotten herself promoted. Go, Judy De Bernardi. So, this year's Shining Stars Public Service Award is given to Jennifer Jones, the coordinator of programming in Santa Clara County's Mental Health Department. Come up, Jennifer, as I talk about you. Jennifer met the challenge of her own mental illness and has overcome it and its stigma. Jennifer, we thank you for striving to ensure that the mental health department's workforce includes the consumers, those themselves have benefited from the department's services. And